2 weeks ago, something happened that I can't forget. My name is Alex, and I just finished college. I live alone now, but that freedom comes with a price. I had to move to a really bad neighborhood. The only house I could afford is in a rough area. And my neighbors? They're the worst. On one side, a loud family blasts music every night. But it's the people on the other side who truly scare me. There's an old woman named Mrs. Crow. She must be in her 60s. Cold, quiet, and strange. Living with her is a younger woman, Lena. Lena is not normal. I think she has serious mental problems. I don't know if they're mother and daughter or something else. No one in the street really knows. Sometimes when I sit on my front porch, I see Mrs. Crow holding Lena back as she rocks back and forth, screaming, pointing at me, mumbling weird things like a curse. I usually go back inside when that happens. It just feels wrong. Then came that night. I had work in the morning, so I went to bed early. But the screaming from next door was louder than ever. Lena was having a full meltdown. I heard things breaking. Mrs. Crow was yelling. It went on for over an hour. I couldn't take it anymore. I stormed over and banged on their door. Mrs. Crow opened it with a nasty face and said, "What the hell do you want?" I asked, as calmly as I could, "Can you please keep it down?" She gave me a dirty look like I just insulted her soul. Suddenly, Lena ran into the room behind her and screamed, over and over, "How dare you! How dare you!" Mrs. Crow held her back and then, slam. She shut the door in my face. I stood there for a second, stunned. Then I walked back to my house. But at least it finally got quiet. I fell asleep quickly. But then, I woke up. The clock said 3 a.m. I sighed and turned over to sleep again. That's when I heard it. A sound, from downstairs. I got up and listened. Nothing. Maybe I imagined it. I went back to bed. But 20 minutes later, I woke up again. My room was completely dark. I didn't know why I was awake. Then, tap, tap, tap. The sound was inside my room. Heart pounding, I reached for my phone to use the screen as a light. I didn't want to turn it on fully. Just enough to see. I looked around. No one was standing in the corners. Then I heard breathing. I turned slowly, to the edge of my bed. That's when I saw it. A dark shape, low to the ground. Right next to my bed. I brought my phone closer, and saw her face. It was Lena. She was crouched at the side of my bed like some kind of animal. Her face was pale, her eyes wide, her mouth shaking. When the light hit her, she screamed like a banshee. A wild, angry, broken scream. I screamed too and jumped out of bed, but I tripped and fell. She started crawling toward me, fast. I got up, ran out, slammed my bedroom door behind me, and ran downstairs. I locked the door to the stairs and grabbed my phone. I called the police. She kept banging on the door, screaming nonsense words and scratching the wood. When the cops came, I told them she was my neighbor. Mrs. Crow came out too, begging them to let Lena go. But they said they had to take her for the night. One officer asked if I wanted to press charges. While he spoke, Mrs. Crow looked at me, with a stare so full of hate, it chilled my bones. I said no. But her stare didn't stop. I watched as they took Lena away, and then saw Mrs. Crow walk back to her house. 5 minutes later, she got in her car, and drove off. To this day, they both still live next door. And I'm thinking seriously about moving. Because Lena, she's not just mentally unstable. She's dangerous. And Mrs. Crow, she hates me. I don't know what they're planning. But I don't want to be here when they act on it.